Hey, everybody, welcome to Top Agent Near Me. Today, we're going to dive into the tool tip of the day for our agent toolbox. And this one's going to be a fun one. Josh and I go back and forth on this one because we feel that most agencies out there don't have the tools, the resources, all of the systems in place to help them really grow their business. And I think about like my time when I joined Axe Advisors. I went from JP Morgan Chase, where we had world-class CRMs, all the softwares, all the systems, into getting into where I was just selling life insurance and I had nothing to do or nothing to work with but a spreadsheet, right? The only thing that I had was a little Excel spreadsheet that I could go and grab, and I would go and grab leads from like the white pages and things like that. And I would go and start cold calling and doing outreach. Well, today we've got to fast forward to 2026 and we've got to get focused on today's technology that can help us not only streamline our processes, but give us the upper hand so that we can actually start growing our businesses and putting more profit in our pocket month after month. Josh, tell us a little bit about Go High Level and what your thoughts are on this platform. This is like the ultimate engine.
So look, I remember we had a client back. This was probably 7, 8 years ago that we talked to. They were using pretty much a Rolodex and pen and pad. All right. So we helped get them on to Go High Level. We helped get them all of their systems dialed in and ready to go. And their production level went up. Their systems were dialed in. I mean, it was absolutely perfect. And the learning curve on that was really, really easy for them. You got to think they're coming from a Rolodex to a system as powerful as Go High Level. I mean, it says it right in the name. I don't even have to explain anymore. You guys just check it out. I'm gonna have Brian walk us through it. You guys are gonna love this.
All right, so now let's actually pause before I walk through this really quick. So, when we look at Go High Level, we want to look at this as a complete business in a box. This is a system that you can use to manage your website, run your website. You can use to have backend automations once forms are filled out. You can have text, you can have emails automatically go out. You can go ahead and set up all of your communications so that you have text messages, you have emails, you have phone calls, you can communicate over Instagram, Facebook, all of these different places. And then it also gives you the ability to add an AI layer in place. These are called AI agents, or essentially your new AI staff, your new AI employees. So think about this as like an appointment setting bot. Whether somebody filled out a form and we have a text message that goes out from the system, that AI can intercept that conversation, have a full blown chat with somebody, and then get them booked on your calendar when it finds a need through qualifying or disqualifying that lead. You also have inbound voice AI. So if you miss a phone call, the AI can pick up the phone for you, can gather some necessary information from that individual, schedule a time on your calendar for you to actually meet with them, right? Now, on the flip side, you also have the ability to put an AI cold calling system in place. As long as those leads have opted in through your website with one of the compliant forms in the system, you can now have AI that's doing the outreach for you. Every new lead that enters your database is now being reached out to with text messages, with phone calls, with emails, with Facebook, with Instagram, with TikTok, all of these different places. You can now communicate directly with your prospect, giving you the opportunity to convert at the highest level. Now, does this all sound a little too good to be true, Josh?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. If you'd have told me this, which I think you did back when we first jumped on it, I was like, yeah, right. Let's just run a website and something simple. I'll write it down in a notebook. How many notebooks did we used to go through a week?
Oh, too
I mean,
many. Way too
too
many.
many.
So with this, you guys, this seems like a too good to be true package. And let me tell you how it gets even better. So let's say you stepped in and you got Go High Level going for yourself. You've got all of your automations in place. You've got all of your websites dialed in. You're plugging leads into it and you're converting like clockwork. You can actually clone your version of Go High Level and you can give that to every single new agent that joins your team. You can charge them for the systems. You can make money on every call, every text, and every email that they send out through their platform, all by becoming your own Go High Level agency. And you can put your own logo and everything else on this account. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to share my screen. Well, I will keep talking, but I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of this platform so that you can get a better understanding of what it does and how it works. So First thing that you're going to see when you create an account inside of Go High Level is there's going to be a launch pad that's going to help walk you through getting your account and everything all set up and getting you dialed in. Now, this launch pad is going to be there for every single new account that comes into the system. So every agent that joins your team under your Go High Level using your version and your systems here are going to have a simple process that they can go through and fill in the blanks to make sure that they get connected to all of the different pieces of the puzzle and everything that Go High Level can do. Now, I want you to keep in mind that anything that you build in this software can be clonable, and you can put this into your own team's accounts as they come on board so that you can replicate the systems that you build for yourself and make it simple for every new team member that comes on board. Now, like I think about when I think about this, Josh, I think about agent attraction. You know, on
Oh
the
yeah.
real estate side, you've got all these big brokerages that have things like Bold Trail or KV Core, which is just a real estate CRM, right? Now, they use that real estate CRM to attract more agents in. By joining our team, you have a low cost access to this super simple tool that can help you grow your real estate business. I want you guys to start thinking about that same kind of system here so that you can help attract clients into your own office, into your own agency, into your own business. And then also tie that back to your agent profile where you have opportunities, your office profile, excuse me, where you can list all the cool things that you offer. Having systems in place gives you one more check mark on that list. Now, past the launchpad, there's going to be a dashboard right at the very beginning, and this is going to show all of the things that are going on inside of your account. You can go ahead and you can customize these. You can make this dashboard exactly what you want, but it's a great place for you to be able to go so that you can actually see all of your communications in one place. Now, with this demo, I'm going to kind of jump from place to place. I'm not just going to go straight down the list because I want to show a couple of things that I feel are most important to this platform right out of the gate. And it's having that online presence. There's nothing more important with your online presence than having a solid website for your business and your office. So you can see here that under sites, we have funnels. This is where you can drive people to do one action, book a call, fill out a form for a quote, all of those kinds of things. Then we also have websites. This is going to be your main placeholder where it's going to have rich information and people are going to be able to go from page to page, learn more about you, your agency, how you work, and how you operate. Now, when we click on new website here, you've got two options. You can start from blank, and there's a full AI builder that's built into this where you can just tell it what you want, including plugging in competitors' URLs and having a direct clone of their website within a matter of seconds. But you also have the ability to access templates, and there's thousands of templates across niches that are in here. Now, we can see if we click on insurance, there's 22 different insurance websites that you can go in and pick and choose from. You can preview these templates, and you can very easily go ahead and click choose template in the top right corner. Once you choose template, it's simply going to load the template into your account, and then it's going to drive you to edit every single piece of that. So let's actually see what that looks like because I think you guys are going to be amazed by how simple this is to edit. Now, Josh, when we first got into website building and all of that kind of stuff back in, 2018, if you had a system like this, where do you think we'd be today?
Oh, we would be way farther down the road than we were, man. I mean, we were sitting there doing by hand coding to make websites. We were using Wix. We were using anything we could. Take us 2 weeks to do a client's website at
Yeah.
least, and that's if we were working really, really hard, man. I could bang out on a website with this thing so fast.
Well, and I just want to show you guys how quick this is. So every single little element on this website, everything that you see in orange is an individual element that we can click on and we can modify. So you can see there's a settings that pops up for the button. I click on this button, it changes over to the view services. So it's a different button, right? But it gives us all of these different options for stylization, for animations, for general, what we want the button to do, where we want it to go, how we want this to work. Everything is fully customizable. You don't like the text on the page? Cool. Go ahead and double click into the text box and start typing anything you want. But directly there on the website, and it will show up live as it goes. Now, all you have to do is save and publish, and then you just add your domain to the back end of this, and your website can be live within a matter of minutes from going and grabbing one of these templates. And if this is a little too cumbersome for you, going in and typing the individual things into the boxes, you have an AI chat GPT built into this so that you can actually talk directly to it the same way that you talk to your chat GPT every day. We know you're doing it. There's over 5 billion unique users every month on chat GPT, and we know you're one of them. You can chat with this just like that, and it will actually build your website for you live while you're talking to it. So a couple of amazing pieces here. But what good is a website if you don't have automation in place, right? You need to be able to have, once a form is filled out, once a survey is submitted, you need to be able to have some magic that happens behind the scenes, because we all know the fortunes are in the follow up, right? So, what we do here is the next piece of this puzzle I'm going to show you is going to be the automations inside of our system. Now, automations, this is something that you can easily organize with folders and all of that kind of stuff. So you can see that we have certain things like AI follow up affiliate, add notes to contact record, all of these different kinds of things. But it all stems from creating a workflow. Now, they've made it super simple because not only can you build websites with AI, but you can also build workflows with AI as well, or you can start from templates. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll through some of these templates here so that you can get an understanding of what we have. So, you can see we have a lead nurture recipe here, a list reactivation. You've got an old list. Let's say you've got some recycled leads from 6 months ago that you've never talked to, and you just bought a big list from somebody. You can go ahead and plug them into this platform, and you can start a reactivation campaign that can send out emails. You don't have opt-ins, so don't send out texts. But if you want to, you can. It's totally up to you. I don't recommend it. But you also have appointment confirmation reminders that can be sent out, custom appointments. You have communications. So this is an auto missed call text back. Somebody calls you, the system automatically sends them a text. Hey, I'm sorry we missed you. We're assisting another client right now. What questions do you have so that I can help you a little bit quicker before we get on the phone? Right? Cool little missed call text back feature. You've got birthday templates. So you can never miss your clients' birthdays. You can never miss those important dates. So, way to stay on top of them. We've got Facebook Messenger communication, appointment booking. You've got a fast five nurture. Now, Josh, we've talked about speed to lead in the past. What was
Oh
it?
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about speed to lead. How important is it?
Speed to lead is the most important. Those who pick up the phone first, those who dial first. Man, as soon as I hit, I might even jump off this video if I were to get a lead right now, just to be the first one in our team to call them. I'm telling you, that speed to lead and this program right here has made me thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands by just being able to go. I've got an app that goes straight to my phone. I get a lead, boom, I'm on it.
Now, Josh, let me ask you this. If you are currently in an appointment selling somebody else and you can't physically pick up that phone and call that lead, how important would having a fast five be to you? Having something that sent text messages, emails, alerted you to make a call all within 5 minutes?
I mean, it's been just amazing for our business. I look at it this way. I had a window broken. I called 5 different places in town trying to figure out getting a quote to get that window. Not one of them answered the phone. Not one of them answered a voicemail. I mean, I did this 2 weeks ago. Nobody's called me. Nobody's texted me. Nobody's emailed me. So you know what I'm doing? I'm driving an hour away to another city to just go give them my business just to get a window fixed. Now, with this, if any one of them would have had this, I would have been able to bring my money to my little local area and give it to one of these local business owners just by them having something simple in this place that made me feel like, hey, they want my money. You know what I mean? Hey, they're answering. Hey, they're acknowledging my presence. I do exist. There's nothing worse than wanting to spend some money and nobody answers the phone, nobody answers a text, nobody answers an email. So this is a game changer for your business. If you're not using it, you're missing the boat.
Absolutely. Now, social media has been a big part of the business as well, and a big part of the growth. So, a couple of things that make this system go hand in hand and why we say it's the complete business in a box. You can connect your Facebook directly to this. You can create an automation from a post that you create. So I'm sure you guys have seen those gurus out there that say, "Hey, I've got this ultimate cure-all comment, da 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 da," and then I'll go ahead and send you a DM with that resource or whatever that item may be, right? Now, this system gives you the ability to automate all of those things because you can actually create a workflow based off of a Facebook comment on one of your posts. You can respond to the comment automatically inside of the system, and then it will go ahead and send them a direct one-to-one Facebook message so that you can spark up a conversation. And that's just a little bit of behind the scenes of what you can do with automations. Now, I'm going to show you how to make life really simple, and that's with AI automation creation. So, Josh, what type of insurance agent are you today?
I will be, let's do IUL.
Okay, the copywriting assistant for Josh Perrinan, who sells IULs. Your task is to create a 30-day follow-up campaign that goes across text, email, and calls with some form of communication Okay, I am misspelling. There's three M's there.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. With
There we
some
go.
form of communication every day. These individuals need to be educated and nurtured to book an appointment with us. I go ahead and I hit enter. It's going to bring me into the AI workflow. It's going to think for a minute and it might ask me some questions if it has any. Now, I have a question to make sure that I build this workflow, build the right workflow. What should trigger the 30-day follow-up campaign for leads? So let's say when a lead submits a form, and let's go ahead and launch from there, and let's let it do its magic. So all of the information that it knows is that this is for Josh Perrinan. It knows that he sells IULs, and then we want to educate our individuals and push them to a booked appointment. These are going to be the individuals that fill out forms. These are your leads or your contacts that are filling out forms of information so they can get connected with you. Now, we're just going to give this thing a little bit of time and let it do its thing so that we can see what kind of 30-day follow-up campaign was produced from a simple AI prompt. Now, let's talk about this for a second while we're letting this do the magic and while we're letting this work. You know, even 8 months ago, before this AI was embedded into the system, every single one of these campaigns would take several hours. And I mean, some of them would take days because you're meticulously going through each one of these campaigns. You're writing the copy out from beginning to end. And even if you're using tools like ChatGPT, there's things that you need to refine, things that you need to modify, things that you need to update. So something that used to take me somewhere between 2 hours and let's just say 2 days to create that perfect campaign was all created in the amount of time that I had to share that story with you. So let's go ahead and look at this. We can see right here that we have a campaign that is set up to send out messages. We go ahead and we take a peek here. We see we have our intro, day 1 SMS. So right out of the gate, hello, contact first name, welcome in, Josh Perrinan, your specialist for Index Universal Life Insurance. I'll be sharing helpful info with you soon to guide your decision, right? So if we don't like it, we can edit it, we can modify it, we can change it. We move on to email number 2. We can see down here, we have a subject line, understanding Index Universal Life IUL insurance, protect your future. This moves in with a message that thank you for your interest in learning about Index Universal Life Insurance. IUL is a unique type of permanent life insurance that not only provides financial protection to your loved ones, but also offers potential to build cash value over time. What sets IUL apart is its flexible premiums and its ability to earn interest based on the performance of a stock market index like the S&P 500. Without the risk of losing your principal, this means that your cash value can grow tax deferred, offering you a source of funds that you can access during your lifetime. Some key benefits include flexible payment options to fit your budget, death benefit protection for your family, cash value accumulation that grows tax deferred, potential to use accumulated cash for emergencies, retirement, or other financial goals. And many consider IUL as a smart way to combine life insurance protection with growth opportunities. If you are looking for a policy that adapts to changing needs while securing your financial future, IUL might be a great option. If you have any questions or want to explore if any IULs fit your goals, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. This is automatically going to plug in your first name and it's automatically going to plug in your signature right there. The next is going to be a call that's going to come directly to you so that you can call that prospect or that lead. You can see there's SMSs, emails, calls riddled throughout. Then we have a full 30-day campaign that has been created here all by AI in just a matter of seconds. So when
Man, Brian, I just want to throw out there the power of this from my angle looking at it is you ever gone to Facebook or you ever Googled something and you know that you're interested in or that you heard about and the information is just everywhere, right? For every time I Google something and find some information, I can find five more things that tell me that that's wrong, right?
yeah,
Facebook, I mean, you know how the state of the world is right now. You never know what's real and what's not, right? So
too much
think about it. He just built an entire campaign in what, less than a minute there, maybe 2 minutes tops, that is going to go out to my prospects, to my leads, and educate them. And that's making me the one that is the educator. They might not even know exactly what an IUL is. And so I don't have to take the time to go Google it or go look on Facebook somewhere or anything like that. I've just become the trusted educator on what an IUL is. And you see how that's leading the horse to the water there? Hey, we just need to drink. Come on, come with me. Let me educate you on what this is. And he did that in under 2 minutes, you guys. Under 2 minutes. It's ready to go.
absolutely. And I want you to think about the different combinations of everything that you can build with this. Because when we're looking at a workflow, anything in the system that a user does or anything that a consumer does, a contact or a prospect, can actually trigger the launch of this. So when we look at the list, we have everything from order form submissions, tags being added, birthday reminders, contact information updating, contact do not disturb, custom date reminder like a birthday, an anniversary, or a term renewal. Great way to stay in contact with your leads on autopilot. Make sure that you not only gain new individuals like clockwork, but you retain all of the clients that you're currently working with because you have these little reminders that can go out on certain dates. Say you set something up 3 months before a renewal occurs and you start a new education campaign so that you can get in front of those individuals so that they know, hey, it's time to renew. I need to call my agent and not a new company, right? All of these things help. There's events like webhooks, form submissions, survey submissions, Facebook lead form, LinkedIn lead forms. All of these kinds of things can launch any of the automations in the system. And then these are all of the different actions that can be performed. And don't worry, more and more apps are being integrated every single day into the back end of this system so that we can automatically send information cross platform from one system to the next so that we can do additional automations. One of my favorite ones, you guys already see it in the toolbox under the marketing hub, is going to be mailbox power. And the
Yeah.
reason for that is that as we have a new lead or a new prospect that enters the database, we can have a postcard being shipped directly to their door that's personalized with your information. Not only can we ship one, we can set up an automated campaign so that we can get 8 to 12 postcards in front of this individual over the course of a couple of months or over the course of a year. So, extremely powerful things that we can do here in ways that we can market. So, this isn't just about doing text messages and emails. I also want you to think about being able to leverage this to add leads directly in to your audiences on Google, on Facebook, so that that way you can increase your marketing performance. You have a lead that's already entered the database. We've done part of the work by capturing it. Now we need to nurture that lead until we have the ability to close them, which that's going to lead us into the next piece of the puzzle. Now we have this full marketing hub here. Now, from the Marketing Hub, you can focus on all of your organic socials. As you can see here, I can go ahead and I can connect to Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business Profile, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, Threads. I can even connect to Blue Sky and my own community that I can create right here inside of Go High Level. And think of that own community as your own Facebook group, but you own it. It's yours. Facebook can't shut it down. Facebook can't remove people from it. They can't stop you from doing anything in it. So you can connect to each one of these socials, and this is going to give you the ability to go ahead and run posts. Now, of course, you can use Content AI. You can use blog posts that you write in this system with your RSS feed, or you can take your competitors' blogs and you can start sharing those on your Facebook feeds all through RSS. But what also makes this so powerful is that there's a ton of templates that are built into this that give you the ability to just go ahead and run with a bunch of different marketing ideas. You can go and preview these different templates. And if you like them, you simply choose them, you schedule how often you want them to run, and they go live on your platform, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Next is going to be an ads manager. Now, this is where you can actually, as you're loading those leads into those audiences to target them, this actually gives you the ability to create ads through Facebook, through Instagram, through Google, through LinkedIn, so that you can now target the right prospects. And you can see you connect to each one of these platforms. It's a handful of clicks, and now you're running ads directly to those individuals. Of course, contacts or calendars are tied into this so that you can see what your calendar looks like every week. And that way the system can actually go ahead and cross-reference and make sure that a time slot is available to meet with you. And of course, you also have a contact section where you can organize all of your contacts based off of different lists so that way you can market to them directly. Now, what I'm going to do at this point in time is we're going to have a link directly below this video. If this is a system that you want to get started, something that you want to get going with, go ahead and take advantage of the 14-day free trial that's listed below. Go ahead and set up your account. Once you do that, go ahead and fill out a form to learn about Local Legend. That way you can get connected with one of our team members. We can hop on a Zoom with you, and we can give you a hand getting this thing set up and getting it going so that you can get started building your own agency. That's what I've got. Josh, how would you like to sign off?
Hey, look, I'm just telling you guys right now, what you just showed me in the course of this video, I can go basically have my own business in a box in a matter of sitting down for maybe a day. I can have all of my automation set up. I can have my own answering assistant. I can have ads running on all of my social medias, and I can have follow-ups going from my website, from all of my social medias, from everything while I go to sleep because I spent a few hours on the computer getting this thing ready, and my business is up and running first thing tomorrow morning. That is crazy, man. I hope we see you guys on the inside.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys soon.